Welcome to the Tom Greene Show, or this week, the Bracketology Show. Yeah, you see that is an unfamiliar face in the background. That is Mr. Jordan Bennett. Please welcome him to the show. Welcome to the show, the original J-Bone.
Good to be here, Tom.
It's his first appearance on the show.
First ever.
But first, before we start, this episode is brought to you by Taco Bell. Because sometimes you gotta live Moss.
And it's cheap.
It is
Very delicious.
unbelievably cheap and delicious. That's why T-Bell is the way to go.
That's how I paid to get into my bracketology.
There you go. Get me Taco Bell.
For my $5.
Anyway, let's see here. Welcome to the show, I guess. Once again, it's his first time on the show. All of his friends, all of his buddies have been on the show.
I might as well break the ice too.
They decided to come on the Bracketology show. So this should be interesting. Anyway, so let's get right down to business. The first four. To tell you the truth, I've been... Every game for the first four I've been right on. I'm 8 for 8 on first four.
I actually did not pick any of the first four. I just had them as a 16 seed. I didn't actually pick my first four.
Okay, then let's just go right to let's just go right to every single game. So we're gonna break this down, game by game, round by round.
Because we all know the 16 seed never wins. Never.
And you'll find out quickly that the NCAA is, I think, is against that.
Watch the 16 team win now. You know.
Knock on wood. But anyway, let's get right to it.
I believe we also give out free crazy bread if a 16 seed beats a number 1 seed.
Are you serious?
I think I saw it on Facebook once. I'm not sure if we're doing it, but might as well ask if they do.
Yeah.
So free crazy bread, Little Caesars.
Okay.
Probably not gonna happen. Just saying.
But anyway, good promotion. First off, we'll start in the Midwest bracket. The number 1 overall seed, the Louisville Cardinals, and Rick Pitino, who looks like Regis Philbin, takes on the winner of North Carolina A&T and Liberty. I have a feeling my mom will pick Liberty because she attended Liberty for online classes in Christian education. But anyway, Jordan, who do you pick?
I also picked Louisville to easily get by them. The 16 seed.
Yeah, hands down. Louisville's too good for either team. Liberty is the second team to ever have 20 losses and make it to the NCAA tournament. The first team, and I bet you only Adam Dustin knows this.
What year did they do that?
A few years ago. Coppin State out of the MEAC. Anyway, Louisville easily. Colorado State and Mizzou, a matchup of Mountain West versus newly formed new SEC. What do we think?
Well, it's a toss-up game for me, but I decided to go with Missouri since I've heard a little bit more than them. Then I'd say Colorado State. I don't really have much opinion there. It's just a toss-up game, 50-50.
That is true. Last year, Mizzou, we all know, was a 2 seed. The last year in the Big 12, and they were weak. They lost to Norfolk State in the first round. This time I'm going to pick Colorado State because I think Mizzou is still weak. And the Mountain West is the best RPI conference in the league. So, Colorado State in that one. 5 versus 12, Oklahoma State against Oregon.
Well, Oregon did really well in the beginning of the year, but
Yes.
they've really dropped off since then. I don't see them picking up any more steam, so I picked Oklahoma State in that one. Get over Oregon.
Yeah.
Even though Oregon can be a good team if they get their stuff together.
Yeah, my thoughts were on this one. Oklahoma State is good. They're as good as beating Kansas and almost beating them a second time. Oregon's good too. I have not seen much of Oregon, but I saw they beat Arizona, I think, once or twice. But because Oklahoma State has beat the better team, Oklahoma State wins this game. I'm not going to say handily, but they win that game. Anyway, St. Louis, the Billikens. I had a rant about that last year. Billikens! Billikens! Aliens! Against the New Mexico State Aggies.
I picked St. Louis to easily win against them, against New Mexico State.
Our thoughts are with the Majerus family on this one because their coach last year, Rick Majerus, who looks like a Billiken, passed away. St. Louis wins this one pretty handily. Now for the other side of the bracket. Memphis against the winner of Middle Tennessee State and St. Mary's. While Jordan is tweeting.
Tweeting about the show, actually.
There you go. Some promotion.
Self-promotion. Wait, where are we at?
Memphis and the play-in game.
I picked Memphis.
Yeah.
There's a play-in game for the 11 seed?
Yeah. It's been that way for a couple of years now. Let's see here. Memphis's coach looks like he looks very young. But anyway, enough about that. Memphis wins this pretty handily. St. Mary's, the Gales don't have the Gale force they used to. Memphis wins. Michigan State, I can't even believe I said that. Watch all the State fans go nuts about that.
Come on, Tom. Gotta show your love. Come on.
Michigan State against Valparaiso. The last time, and I hate to say this, the last time Michigan State played Valpo in the first round was 2000. The same year they went on to win the stupid championship. Anyway.
Anything can happen.
That is true.
There's my tweet.
My tweet. Jordan's tweet says, once I get it up, make a guest star appearance on Tom Greene Show for the first time as we speak. Hashtag Tom Greene Swag.
Get it trending.
That's right. Hashtag Tom Greene Swag. Retweeting that. But anyway, MSU Valpo.
I picked MSU to easily win them against them.
I hate to do this, but I picked State. I can't stand picking that team. Anyway, enough Michigan State. Creighton and Cincinnati.
No love.
Exactly. No love for State or Ohio.
I picked Cincy to win that one.
Both teams are good. But what the deciding factor is how Creighton did and how Cincinnati did. Cincy was not as good as they were last year. They got a double bye in the Big East tourney. Creighton won the Missouri Valley. I think because McDermott is a pretty good point guard. Cincinnati, I don't think I've heard much about them this year. Creighton wins that game. Duke and Albany. Of course, last year we remember the Duke-Lehigh game very well. And Duke was in the same spot, the number 2 seed in the Midwest.
Duke obviously will win.
This time Duke wins. Because there is no Lehigh in this league. Sorry, Lehigh. Sorry, Golden Eagles fans.
I don't see Duke getting much further than the Sweet 16, though. To be completely honest. Never know, though. Never know.
You never know. Anyway.
On to the West.
On to the West bracket. Yes, you will be doing some more videos that we're not blabbing for 2 hours and you have to skip to the end. Anyway. Gonzaga, the weakest 1 seed on the planet. Watch, Gonzaga fans are gonna be nuts when I say that. Against Southern University.
Obviously, I think they're the number 1 team to get maybe upset by a 16 seed, but not going to happen this year. Even though Gonzaga does not deserve a 1 seed, but Gonzaga wins that game.
Gonzaga is probably one of the weakest 1 seeds I've ever seen.
Even though they had a tough schedule, I guess, from what I've heard.
But Southern is one of the weakest teams I have ever seen in this bracket. I think, and like I said at the top of the show, I think the NCAA is against number 16 seeds beating 1s. Because if they would have wanted that to happen, Southern wouldn't have been in there. They'd have probably been in a playing game. You never know. Gonzaga wins that 1 by 10. Pitt against Wichita State. Another toss-up game.
I'll probably regret this, but I think I'm going to pick the lower seed Wichita State over Pittsburgh. Some people are picking Pittsburgh to go a couple rounds, but I don't know.
The last time I picked Pitt to go well, it was Ashton Gibbs' senior year, and they lost to Butler when Butler made that run to the championship. This time I'm going to be a lot smarter. I'm being a tool like I am, picking Wichita State to win. Wisconsin against Ole Miss. SEC champion Ole Miss, mind you.
Wisconsin easily in that game. One of my Final Four teams.
Mm-hmm. I hope Jordan and I both know Essexville Garber's fight song. On Wisconsin. And Wisconsin. And this is what I say about this game. On Wisconsin.
I'm showing very much love for the Big Ten in this bracket.
I'm showing some.
I don't think I have one Big Ten team losing in the first round.
Wisconsin wins this game because Ole Miss isn't too great. If they'd have lost to Florida, I don't think they'd have been in the tournament. Wisconsin wins. Kansas State against the winner of Boise State and LaSalle.
Kansas State easily.
The LaSalle Explorers are pretty good. They beat Butler, but I don't think they have the edge to beat Kansas State at all. Kansas State wins. Arizona against Belmont.
Arizona's actually predicted to maybe make a couple of upset runs this year. I'm picking them to go to at least the second round, beat Belmont.
And this game was also an upset special. And Belmont is a pesky team. They have been the past few years, like 4 years ago, I think. They almost beat Duke.
I think I remember that.
Last year, they almost beat Wisconsin. And so I think the third time's a charm. This year, they get over the hump. Belmont beats Arizona.
First upset alert for you.
Upset alert.
I don't really have that many upsets in the first. Not really. Anyway.
Upset alert! Woo 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 woo! Wee woo wee woo wee woo!
Got a sound app on there? Probably.
Not this one. Wee woo wee woo wee woo wee woo wee woo wee.
Do like a Patrick Star.
Yeah.
Upset alert. Oh God.
New Mexico against Harvard. Shout out to John Morosi because he went to Harvard.
Man, has Harvard gone to like the 32? I think
Harvard.
Yeah.
Besides last year, the last time they were in the tournament was like the mid-40s.
They were in a couple of years ago, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm picking New Mexico to easily win that game.
Tony Snell is too good for Harvard. New Mexico wins that one handily. Toss-up game. Notre Dame against Iowa State.
A lot of people are picking Iowa State, but I'm picking the Fighting Irish to win that game.
And now we sound the upset alert. Wee. Iowa State beats Notre Dame. Unless Notre Dame wears those highlighter uniforms.
Oh yeah, those puke green colors that they have. Oh my God, those were terrible.
And now we sound the upset alert. Wee.
I'm gonna try and get it on YouTube. See.
Anyway, as we go on, this one probably won't be an upset. Ohio State. Yeah. Oh.
Why did you say it, Tom? Why did you say it?
Oh. Wash my mouth out with soap. Sorry, CJ, but I have to. Against Iona.
Ohio State, obviously, to win that one.
I can't even say the name of that team, but you know who wins that one. Anyway, to the other side of the bracket, the South. Number 1 seed Kansas against Western Kentucky.
I don't know. Not yet.
Don't sound the upset alert just yet.
Kansas to win that one.
Pretty handily, Kansas wins. Western. The only thing good about Western Kentucky, and Adam Dustin remembers this very well, is that their mascot looks like Elmo. And Elmo did not have a good year last year, by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Let's save that topic for a different video. Anyway, North Carolina against Villanova.
If North Carolina doesn't get out of the first round, you know it's going to be like the #1 story on ESPN for like the next 2 days. So hopefully don't want that to happen, so I'm picking UNC to beat Villanova, even though that'll be a tough team for them.
Villanova's weak. They have been weak since a couple of years ago. I'm not too sure, but UNC wins that one, I think, easily. Maybe not easily, but yeah. Shaka Smart and Virginia Commonwealth. I love that name, Shaka Smart. Who doesn't want to be named Shaka Smart? Anyway, Virginia Commonwealth, VCU, against the Akron Zits.
They're really called the Zits?
They're the Zips.
Oh, the Zips. I thought you like... the Zits. Like
but because they're...
The Zits on your face Zits.
But because they're from Ohio...
Yeah, that'll be a
they get an insulting name.
That'd be a fitting
the
name.
Zits. And these kind of Zits right down here. Yeah. These Zits.
The VCU to win.
Yes, girls, I flashed the skin. Anyway.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
VCU.
Tom Green showing off the neck hair.
Oh yeah.
Look out, ladies, look out.
Look out. Watch out, we got badass over here. VCU wins that game. Anyway, I better calm myself down because this next game is the big game. South Dakota State against my beloved Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue, we on.
Well, San Diego State.
This is South Dakota State.
South Dakota State, yes. But they have that one really good player, but no one really else. Blake Walters, yes. And it's going to be a tough game for Michigan, I think. Not Blake Coach, but
because you thought South Dakota State was San Diego State.
Hey, I'm just reading acronyms, Tom. Don't hate. Let me make my pick! Hey.
Anyway.
Hey, you know what? Oh, no. Damn. Never mind. Michigan wins. Okay, okay, I'm done with that pick.
Go Blue, we on. Anyway, UCLA and not yet. UCLA against Minnesota. 3, 2, 1.
It's no value, Patrick.
Upset alert. At least I think. Minnesota does not beat UCLA. Does not pound UCLA. They cream them.
I think Minnesota can be strong, and I do actually have them going ahead and beating UCLA. That's like my #1 upset pick. Showing up for the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Upset special.
I wonder if it even picks it up. Hopefully.
You just turn it up louder.
It is loud. As loud as it can.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Florida against Northwestern State.
Florida was...
Hey, this is the first time I've seen a team named Northwestern on the bracket. Oh, wait, ouch. That other team's...
Ouch to Greene there. Ouch to ESPN Greene.
Mm-hmm. Ouch to pretty much all of ESPN.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm showing love for Golick, having Notre Dame go to round of 32, but that's up as far as they're going. But anyway, Florida wins that game.
Yep.
I mean, they were almost the #1 seed at one point. They deserve to go a little far.
That pretty much explains it right there. San Diego State and Oklahoma. This one is a controversial one. But anyway.
This one's a 50-50 matchup too, but I'm
Yes.
picking Oklahoma to beat the number 7 seed, San Diego State.
And so Jordan thinks...
Oh, wait. Hold on.
I picked San Diego State.
You pick San Diego State?
Yeah. I have a feeling that the bracketologists are wrong.
Well,
Wrong!
That wouldn't be an upset word because they're the number 7 seed.
That's true, but what do you think?
That's what I think. Even though it's not really an upset.
Georgetown against Florida Gulf Coast.
Georgetown for sure. Never even heard of Florida Gulf Coast.
The bracketologists have said that Florida Gulf Coast has a chance, but Georgetown wins either way. Still. JT3 is too good. Anyway.
On to the East.
The East bracket. Indiana, or should I say Victor Oladipo, against the winner of LIU and James Madison.
Pesky, Indiana. No, just kidding. But no, Indiana easily wins.
2 words, or 4 words. Victor Oladipo, Yogi Ferrell, Indiana. NC State against Temple.
This one's kind of a toss-up game too. I don't know much about either team. I'm just gonna go with the higher seed of NC State.
NC State because they've been pretty strong the last couple of years. UNLV against Cal.
A lot of people picking California, including some experts, to go far in the tournament, maybe Sweet 16. But I honestly don't see it happening. They kind of were weak towards the end a little bit, but I'm gonna have to go with UNLV.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the 1990s anymore. But UNLV wins this game. Just don't pick them to go farther than that, because this is not the 1990s. Anyway, Syracuse against Montana. You drive for 8 hours in Montana, you're still in Montana.
Pretty much. I'm gonna go with Syracuse. Go Orange. Gonna have to go with my boy Eric Devendorf. See it. Central. They say Central grad, and he went to Central, right?
I think so.
I think that's right. Yeah, he went to Central.
I think he's playing in New Zealand right now.
Yeah, he's overseas now, but go Devendorf and go Orange, and his alma mater is Cuse.
Mm-hmm. I'm a Boeheim fan. Go Orange. Go Orange. And because the game does not last 8 hours like you do driving through Montana, Syracuse wins this game. Butler against Bucknell.
Buck who? But I don't know. I'm going with Butler on that one.
The analysts are saying this is a real toss-up game. But sadly, I had to pick Butler. I know it. I can't stand him either. I know you can't stand him, neither can I. Sorry, Brad Stevens. I can't stand him. I'm not saying I can't stand Butler. I'm sorry. Marquette and Davidson.
I'm gonna go with Marquette on that one.
I can't stand Davidson either. When they had Stephen Curry and they made their run to like the Elite Eight or something like that. I can't stand Davidson. Marquette for the win. Illinois and Colorado.
I'm gonna have to stick with my Big Ten pride. Go with Illinois. Illinois is a tough team in the Big Ten.
And my thoughts are...
Uh-oh. A little delay, but... Come on. There we go.
Yep. Because I am actually a little bit surprised that Illinois made the field.
Really? Why?
Because they were not strong in the Big Ten this year.
They gave Michigan a good match when they played them.
Both times.
Yep.
But in Colorado, don't underestimate the Colorado Buffaloes. This isn't football, people. Colorado wins this game because Illinois just struggles a little bit. They just don't have that edge. They just don't. Anyway, last game of the first round. Last time you get to hear my blabbing. Until next video. Miami against Pacific.
I'm gonna have to go with the team that should have been #1 seed over Gonzaga, Miami. Win that one.
2 words. Shane Larkin. Miami wins.
And should we maybe give like a little insight what our Final Four is gonna be and maybe our championship team? Or should we? Or are you gonna wait for that for the next video?
I think we should wait so that these people are at the edge of their seat saying, "What's he gonna pick? What's he gonna pick? What's he gonna pick?"
All I'm gonna say for my bracket is peace.